Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'll be showing you the easiest way to make coins right now in EAFC. So if you're new around here and you need a team like mine, or even better, you are in the right place. Make sure to subscribe. We're doing some Christmas giveaways that will be coming very soon. And of course, as usual, if you want some coins in a bit of a quicker way, well, if you guys are fed up of coming against sneaks like me and foot champs who use loans and OP cards from day one,
I'm getting really sick of you! Get out now!
Then you need to head over to mitchcactus.com, where not only can you buy the cheapest and most reliable FIFA coins on the EA market, you'll find over 10,000 reviews from people who have used the services and enjoyed them in the past. So make sure to head over to mitchcactus.com and use code RECALL for 5% off. Now, first of all, we find ourselves on the SBC screen, and don't worry, we are going to be looking at a few methods to make a ton of coins, but here is the place to make the easiest coins right now. If you head over to Footbin, well, you will see that these SBCs are 8k and 10k respectively, so it's 18,000 coins, and what you get is a premium Electrum pack, a prime Electrum pack, a rare mixed players pack, a premium gold players pack, and then a premium mix and a prime mix. If you actually look at those 6 packs together, you are guaranteed more than 18,000 coins. So it is a guaranteed profit SBC. And of course, right now we've got so many crappy quality players where it's like a special card, but it's only 85 and it's going to quick sell for 15k or 10k, whatever it may be, that you're obviously going to get one. So it's so easy to just make profit off these right now. Now, of course, we always talk about the other things like, of course, heading over to the icon SBCs, completing the bronze and the silver first parts of these because they are also guaranteed profit, and you guys know that already. But the other thing that we always need to have a look at is, of course, your preview pack. Now, sometimes these are going to be trash. I can imagine from the looks of things this one's not going to be so great, but every now and then you will find a diamond in the dirt, and of course you might get a shadow card, you might get a special card, an inform, you might get an icon, whatever it may be. It's always worth having your preview packs done every single day. Now, of course, on the lower end of things, you can still do trading with the likes of chemistry styles, but you have to do style by style, and it is easiest to just do this with bidding. Now, of course, if we have a look at the likes of a shadow card, for example, I think we can get one of these for 3k now. Having a look at how much the price is, obviously these have gone up and down quite a lot throughout the year. At 2.7, you're looking at the kind of the standard quick sell for these right now, or sorry, standard quick sell, standard guaranteed sell for these right now. So if we go 2.6 and have a look here, I mean 17 seconds, this one doesn't even have a K bid. So let's put at least a K on that. Let's back out and back in because I've completely blundered that. But let's have a look there. So we're going to bid this one up to 1,000 coins. Let's pop that one there. Let's bid this one up to 800. I keep saying numbers and then bidding more or less. I'm sorry, I'm autistic. I'm not actually, I'm ADHD, but you know, we're all part of the same what's the word, spectrum. That's the one. Looking on here, we've got so a K there and 1.2k there. We've got 19 seconds left on here. No one else has bidded yet. And of course, by magic, we've just won one for 950 coins. I mean, that is a lot better than I was actually expecting us to do, but we will definitely take that dub there. So these two we can actually ignore. We saw it was, I think, 2.5 for a guaranteed sell-on. So on this one here, just off of an easy bid, we've just made ourselves about 1.4k. So very easily, that was apparently something that's given me a cough, but that was a brilliant method to start off with. Now, of course, the other option with chemistry styles, the easy one to go for is, of course, the hunter, and then it kind of waters down. You've got the likes of things like anchor, and then I don't really think a lot of the rest of these really go for a lot anymore. Now, when we head over to players, you've got a lot of options as well. One thing that just is going for a ridiculous amount right now is informs. Any inform, any rating, doesn't really matter. If you can get one for, I think, under 30k, you're absolutely laughing. At this point, they are just going for a ridiculous amount. But what that does mean is a lot of our inform filters are redundant, or you have to go a little bit higher in order to make them work. So a good one is, of course, the Women's League. If you have a look at the informs there from France, or even just from PSG, I think you're looking at quite an easy scenario there. We've got Vanguard, Kachui, both of those around the same price. But what might be a little bit easier off the top of my head is French. So you've got Kachui there, you've got Fleury, you've also got a menu that doesn't work, as you can see. But if you were to pop that on French and defender, you've got a left back and a centre back who are both 87 and 88, fairly well priced, and it's an easier method to be doing right now. The lower tier informs are just harder to snipe because of the scenario with the pricing. Now we head over to our transfer list and we can see our shadow is already sold. So that was one of the quickest bits of coins that I've made in a very long while. But of course, unfortunately, with those informs, we got kicked out the menu. Now that is an easy filter for you to use. I've already given it to you, so we won't rehash it. But let's look at what we can do to make a ton elsewhere. Now, we've been almost gifted a filter by the new promo. Minimum 100k, you want to do forward, women's league, and English. Now, for this one, we've got the likes of Hemp and Lauren James, which can I say are absolutely brilliant in game. I mean, I can imagine James is. I've only used Hemp, and she is absolutely class. Now, having a look here, it looks like James can be copped for around 210,000 coins, which means EA tax on that 5%. Of course, I work 5% out by doing 10% and half in it. So it's 208, it'll be 28k, and then you're looking at, no, wait, 208, it'll be 20k and 800 coins, which means we're basically looking at 10k for the EA tax. So actually, if we go to here, we're looking at about a 10k profit, which is decent enough. I would say that at this point though, you probably want to do compare pricing. So we're looking for a 190 or below. If you get a 195 on compare price, I guess it's worth just going for, because the profit's there, it's in your face, you might as well take it. But you should be going for those 105s, sorry, 190s. I can't even get my words out. 190s is what you should be going for. So that 190 is that special mark. You know that she's going to sell very quickly at 110, and you've made a very decent profit. Now, obviously, remember with compare price, you can spend a lot of time here and it can take a little while for them to come up. But when you're making 10k per snipe, and I mean, that was obviously EA uploading loads, by the way. That is an absolute, if any of you ever wondered if EA load the market, that is absolute evidence. Free cards at the exact same price at the exact same time. But to the point, obviously, sometimes it can take a while for cards to come up, and then eventually you get an absolute steal. With this one, if you don't want to be waiting around and just getting one steal and you know, not making enough, maybe pop it down to 180. It means you're going to make 20k per snipe, but you might be waiting a little longer for your big break. Now, ironically, with the Ultimate Dynasties icons, they are absolutely not ultimate, and they are pretty much at the pits of pricing already. However, we can make a nice little filter out of Larson and Larson. So I think we've got his 88 and 87 here. There is a big disparity. Well, I say big disparity. One of them's 20k and one of them's 30k. So it's not a massive difference in price. He can go for a minimum of 10k, which is hilarious. People are actually going to be packing an icon and selling him for less than what an inform is worth right now, which is kind of shameful, but it just is how EA goes. So we're looking at around the 19k sell on for this guy. I think it's pretty much just what an 87 what is worth right now. Now, EA tax on that is going to be about a k. So you kind of want to go 18 and below is what you're looking. I mean, it's 900 coins EA tax. So at this point, we make 350 coins per card. If you knock it to here, it's 600 coins per card. So it just depends what you are looking for per card, what you're willing to put your time into. It's not a ridiculously, you know, high value filter. You're not putting much down. With my current coin balance, I can spend hours doing this and I can go for every single card and I'd be fine. Some of you might only have 20k, so you need to maybe get in a bigger margin so that you can sell them quickly and then move on to the next one. Now, I don't think this is a bad filter at all. I think it's good that they've popped us in a position where we can make coins off icons like this. It's just a shame that they are so in the mud. The disrespect to the likes of Larson, you know, he wasn't a terrible player. They're treating him like absolute trash, but it's okay because we're going to make some coins off it. Now, the other filter that is kind of similar, where it's kind of trashy but not quite trashy, is if we go over to the Ultimate Dynasties and we go for French. Weirdly enough, on the lower end we actually have Zidane here, who actually goes for a little bit because he's an 87. So if we pop this to 16,500, you've got a couple there. He sells pretty much instantly at 17, which means if we go for 16, I think it is a guaranteed profit of 300 plus coins, I think. Oh, 15,750, that would have been nice. If we can get the next one, that would be absolutely lovely. Now, there are a few other filters that have came about today, and I'll be talking about them in tomorrow's video. So if you do want to see them, make sure to subscribe, stay tuned, and I'll see you tomorrow.